Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go big tight end, makes the grab. It's a first down. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Fights off a defender. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll run it on first and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know there'd be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about the defense going up, making 2 big plays back-to-back, second and goal, sack, third and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, not giving up. They gave up some yards, but they didn't break in the end.
A long way to go on fourth and goal. Back to throw, it's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down fourth and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Adams. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. The give is to Miller. 30 on the Jets. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle, it's Horton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Alabama facing fourth down as we open play here in the second quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. No hesitation, no trying to maybe the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the deep.
Throws toward the end zone. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you...
Fires toward the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete on the right side. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Defense in press coverage. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Zings it complete to the right. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
the pass. Intercepted.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you can tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Snags it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be...
And he will score! Touchdown time!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house.
He's loose. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Here's a heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reynolds. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Reynolds. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th-down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give on the inside. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to do it here in the 1st half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They go right back to him. Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Lots of running room. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Back to pass, it's Aller. Using the quick game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll try the left side. And they didn't get him forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
to pick it up on the ground. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. To throw, it's Simpson. The throw to the outside is complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Miller with the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab, past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice.
Going the other way, and he's got room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. Right? You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Aller. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pena. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
I understand this. Urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing it.
Wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That's a good play when you're inside your own 10, running out, trying to get something positive so you don't have to throw out of your end zone and possibly take a safety, and then boom, you pop one. You get big-time space, big-time yardage. Nice job by the offense.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Keeps looking downfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on